Welcome to Coach's Corner, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Local Sports Report. I'm your host, Coach Tripp, along with my buddy, Coach Mark Hobley.
Peace.
Coach Hobbs. We got special guests, good friend of ours. Hobbs coached with him for years. I've known him for years. Coach Mike Bennett and Dr. Dana Boddy, principal of Scambia High School.
All right.
Dr. Boddy, Mike, thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
We're going to have a blast. All right, let's talk first. This is the most important thing. Let's talk about this T-Mobile promotion that they have going on. It's a contest. It's a first they gave out 1,000, right? Explain, you guys got 31,000 already, but you're probably better explaining it than I am, Dr. Boddy.
So initially we applied to the competition for the T-Mobile Friday Night Lights competition, and we're given $1,000 right off the bat. Then we had the community come behind us to give likes and shares for our post, which allowed us to get to the next step and earn the $5,000 and ultimately qualify as one of the top 25 schools in the nation to win $25,000 and be eligible for the grand prize. And that's what we're working at now. The grand prize, if we win, if we can get everybody behind us, is a combination of several things. It's $1 million for stadium upgrades. It's a consultant who will help us design what is the best things for us to do in our stadium to maximize the impact of the $1 million. And it's an upgraded weight room by Gronk Fitness. And that's the complete package.
Wow.
Yes.
Holy cow. That's unbelievable. How can people vote? How do they get on? And they can vote, once a day all the way up till October 24th? Is that correct?
Absolutely. Once a day, every day till October 24th, they can vote. And all they have to do is enter their email address. And that's scary for some people because they think they'll get spam. I voted every day, and so has everyone I can encourage. And no one has gotten any mail from that at all. So it's just registering who you are. But vote once a day, every day. And if the whole community gets behind us, we can really bring this home. Awesome. The link is on our Facebook page. It's on our Instagram page. And I also have something on our school webpage where people can sign up for me to personally send them a reminder every day to vote with the link.
Oh, great idea. That's a great idea. I like that option. Hobbs, you got a question.
Coach Bennett, tell me this. How does this help the community? I think some people out there, just a Scambia thing, but tell us.
This is the whole community thing. I mean, we have cheerleading competition here. We have Little League football games here. With the upgraded stadium, our band can do more things, in the stadium. They can have more competitions. There's just so many things that can help. It'll help all our sports. It'll even help our PE program. But, if we decide to whatever, and I have no idea what we're going to do because we haven't got that far yet. But we upgrade the surface. We upgrade, the lighting. We upgrade a big scoreboard. I mean, there's all kinds of things out there that they could do.
Well, tell me this, Coach. If you guys get the $1 million, that could translate to the Scambia County School District not having to put as much money into the Scambia facilities, so that a Pine Forest or a Washington or a Tate would have access to more funds. So that's real important, Coach. And
it's correct. I mean, and they would, and just like it rained the other day last Friday, so I took a picture and I sent it to the superintendent. He did call me back. He said, "What's that?" I said, "It rained for an hour," and he said, "Holy cow, we got to do something." I said, "Well, maybe we'll win this $1 million."
Yeah, the drainage. That'd be one of the first things, right? Get a new drainage. And new turf.
Yes.
Exactly.
Wow. So other facilities, though, like the locker rooms, the weight rooms, they haven't been updated in decades. Is that right, Dr. Boddy? It's been since, I don't know. How long has it been?
It's been a long time. I don't actually know when they were last upgraded, but we have a lot of facilities that it's time to put some love on and upgrade them, and our students deserve it. So do you have any idea when they were upgraded last?
It's been forever because it looks the same now as when I played.
That's a long time.
1977. We played here in '76.
Gracious.
It's when I was at Tate. It's been a long time. The stadium looks the same. The way the locker rooms are the same. There's not been a whole lot of upgrade, and of course, you can't fault the district. They've been doing a lot of things for elementary schools, and there we have one right across the street that needed to be upgraded, and it is, and it's beautiful. I can't wait till it gets open where I can walk over there and look at it. But it's just the fact that this can save the district $1 million just right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's get on board with this. Everybody we know we should contact. Everybody we know we should call and email and get the word out. Please send over that link and email to me, Dr. Boddy, and I'll spread the word as well. We all will. Mike, your season hasn't gone what you wanted to, but big district win last week. Huge district win. You only have 3 teams in the district. Is that right? You guys in Pine Forest?
Right.
So that's coming up later on in the year. You got 3 games before that, but are you guys playing a little bit better, not turning the ball over, just trying little things to clear up?
Well, the biggest thing is not turning the ball over. I mean, when you have 5 turnovers a game, and that's what we were averaging the first 3 games, it's hard to win games like that.
Yeah.
So we won the turnover battle the last week with Washington. They had 5. So, that's the big thing. We have to win the turnover battle. The young kids are growing up now. I mean, they used to be sophomores and freshmen. They're not anymore. They played 5 games. It's time, like I told them last week, it's time to grow up and play like they're capable of playing.
Hobbs has a question.
Coach, I was out there the other night, Monday night, and I don't think I've ever seen 3 busloads of JV players. I think they'd had 12 lines of 12 out there. That's 144. Okay, so I know they dressed 110. What was that? The 9th grade and JV combined for Navarre?
Navarre doesn't have a 9th grade. They just have a JV, and they've combined it this year. I can't tell you why. Like I said, I always tell people if we got 11, we'll have a JV. If we have 11, we'll have a 9th grade. You know it. PHS, when we were there, we had a small group, and we played with about 15 kids on the JV team, and it was what it was. But each coach has to do what's best for their program. We didn't bring all our 10th graders didn't play because they're playing this Friday night, and that's the first loss for our JV. But they won 4. They're 4-1 right now,
right?
And I'm proud of all of them. They played extremely well. They played hard. We had a chance. We had one call back that could have been the difference in the game. But it is what it is.
Dr. Boddy, thank you for supporting athletics. Your husband is a former athlete himself, 3-sport star, and he coached for many, many years. So you have 4 children. You know what it's like to have athletics after school all day long. So does that help you as it being a principal?
I think my experience as not only a coach's wife, but a parent of a student in athletics, has helped. It helps me have a little bit different view when things happen because I know both sides of what goes on. That really is helpful. But I know how much sports connect students to academics, which are so important. Some of the kids, they're coming to school because they really want to make it to football practice, and they're working hard in the classroom because they want to have those good grades. So keeping that alive is so important to continue to invest in their futures, not only for athletics, but academics.
Exactly. All extracurricular activities should be encouraged by every parent. I remember my mother saying, God rest her soul, I want to balance. I want to have you be balanced. So, we were in music and sports, which is probably still unusual to be in both. But it's important to keep the kids busy after school and keep them structured. Hobbs has one more question.
We're actually sitting here talking to 2 parents and 2 educators and doing that. And to piggyback what you just said, Dr. Boddy, your husband was a tremendous competitor as a player and a coach. And so I really want to thank you and Coach Bennett for what you're doing for those kids in that community over there. And we really support you here. But
that's awesome.
Y'all guys are
flowers. Great. Mikey, have you touched base with Emmett to get the word out about this?
Yes, we've had people to contact Emmett. Roy Jones has already done something for us.
Good.
Trent has done something for us. We're just trying to get as many. In fact, we're going to do some more videos. But getting back to what you said about academics and athletics, I tell our kids all the time, and this is just the same we have. If you want to be an A school, come to school, and that's the bottom line. If you want to be an A school, come to school. I tell my guys that all the time, especially when I have a feeder or missing school. And I check every single day. I get on Focus in the morning who's absent, and I get on the phone about 10:30, and I start calling, hey, where you at? So we're trying to get them to school.
Thank you, Mikey.
Yes.
Thank you for being on those kids, man.
Yeah.
You're just a blessing for everybody. So are you, Dr. Boddy. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to spread the word as best we can. Good luck, and we'll talk to you soon. Go Gators.
Hey,
Go Gators.
I can't say it. I can't say it.
But you will vote, right?
Oh, he's
I'll vote.
We're voting. Yeah, you don't have to be a Gator to vote for you guys. Thank you.
Right.
So long.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all.
Wow, that was great.
Man, I can't say that.
No, I know. It's like me saying whatever
that is.
Warbirds,
Yes, sir.
yeah, the Warbirds. All right, so since we're on high school, before we go to college picks, let's go to high school. I got a slim 1-game lead. We're going only 8 games today. 2A Catholic 5-1 hosts Destin 1-4. We're both on agreement. Catholic in a roll.
Yes, sir.
With 3A, West Florida is 3-2. They host Gulf Breeze, playing a little bit better. They're in 5A. They're 0-5. They're going to 0-6.
I agree.
Pretty much. 6A, Pace 4-1. This is the game of the week, really. But we're not driving to Boot Hill.
Definitely not.
Pace 4-1 at Madison County are 2-3, but their schedule is full of 5 and 6 Class A teams. This is a toss-up, and I think this is where Hobbs might catch me. I'm going Pace. He's going Madison County.
I appreciate that. Hey, look, Pace has the running back hurt. But I tell you what, they still have Grant Wise and the other young man up there.
2 D1.
2 D1s. Let's look for a little lower scoring game here. And I think that might favor Pace. But Boot Hill's worth 2.5.
Tough place to win.
You know more so than anybody else.
Oh, yeah. I coached there a couple times. I got to tell this story because I'll never forget. I'll never forget Eugene Smith going over there late in 2006, 2005, somewhere in there. And we weren't ready to play. They were sending 4 or 5 guys up to Florida State and Bobby Bowden every year. And they were stronger than train smoke, man. They had those dark brown uniforms. You couldn't find the ball. It was, oh my gosh. They'd score, we'd score. They'd score, we'd score. They'd score, we'd score. They scored last. Beat us like 42-40. Eugene Smith had 300 yards passing and 200 rushing against Madison County. I don't think anybody does that.
Nope.
All right, tell that great story about you. 4A Pine Forest 1-3 at Crestview 1-3. These are 2 really good teams at 1-3. This is a toss-up, but I'm taking Crestview at home.
I agree with you there. They're both 1-3. Somebody is not going to be happy after this.
Somebody's not going to be happy 1-4. All right, PHS is the game we're going to. Hobbs and I down at the Blue Wahoo Stadium. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock as Washington takes on PHS. We think this is going to be a barn burner.
Yes, it is. PHS might have changed offenses or changed their philosophy here. Mm-hmm. I expect a barn burner, like you say. I'm taking the Tigers.
All right, Hobbs is taking his Tigers. Not bad bet. All right, 4A Scambia 1-4 at Navarre 0-5. Scambia is playing better. Like Coach said, they're not turning the ball over as much. Yeah, when you average 5 turnovers a game, the first 4 games, you ain't going to win any of them. And they did it. And then they win the turnover ratio, and they win it. All right, I'm taking a Scambia.
Yes, Scambia. Navarre had a 20-0 lead on Tate last week because of those turnovers, like you said. I don't think the Scambia turns it over this time. Scambia's going to be on a 2-game winning streak.
Yep, 1A Northview, 1-4 at Baker, 6-0. No way do they have even a prayers chance or any of that. Baker in a romp.
I like Baker in this one, but it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be that bad. These 2 guys probably don't like each other.
Jay 1-4 versus Central 0-5. Central is just struggling, a new program. Jay gets their 2nd win of the season.
Exactly.
All right, bye week. Tate 5-1, Milton 5-1. They host Pace next week. Tate does. Whew, that may be the game we go to.
Oh yeah.
Milton next week versus Gulf Breeze. That's the schedule. That's high school wrap. Now let's go over to college football and our picks. Last week we both went 6-5. Not a great week, but we didn't lose. I'm 25-18 on the year. Hobbs 22-21. Let's start it out. Ohio State, of course, number 1 in the country, 23.5-point favorites, hosting Minnesota 6:30 on NBC.
I like Ohio State.
Yep.
Yes.
Hobbs likes Ohio State. I do too. Minnesota is not that good. Miami, we were talking about this off air. Miami is just in a place where Cristobal, I thought he would get him there 2 years ago, but last year was his breakout year, get better every year. He's an offensive line coach. So is Brent Key at Georgia Tech. I just like offensive line coaches as head coaches, and because they control the line of scrimmage. So I think Miami's got a little bit too much for FSU. I think they'll win by a touchdown, but it's 4.5 point spread. Taking Miami.
I'm taking those points in Tallahassee.
All right, Hobbs, that
Yes,
boy
sir.
in with FSU. That away. Texas A&M's 4-0, number 6 in the country. Two touchdown favorite, hosting Mississippi State 6:30 on the SEC Network. Mississippi State is not a bad team. I think they keep it closer than 2 touchdowns. I think Texas A&M wins it, but I'm picking State with the points.
I picked Mississippi State outright last week against Tennessee.
We were right.
And I like Mississippi State in this one as well.
Okay. We're going to go head down. Penn State playing UCLA. Indiana's on a bye. Texas, number 9 in the country, 3-1, going 6.5 point favorites at Florida in the Swamp. Florida 1-3, 2:30 on ESPN. Wow. I'm taking Texas.
I'm taking those points in the Swamp.
Taking the points in the Swamp. Not a bad bet. Bama 10.5. Hosting Vandy 5-0. I think Bama's out for a little revenge. Ty Simpson's playing at a high level. They already threw him into the Heisman Trophy race. Wow, just a couple of good games. He does have 10 TDs and no turnovers. Okay, so let's point that out. That's tied for number 1 in the country. But let's say Vandy, they can wing it around. That quarterback can run. Okay, he's a runner. So Alabama better have a plan because they've always been weak against running quarterbacks. Taking Bama.
I think Vandy has the best quarterback in the SEC. I like them.
Okay.
At home.
Texas Tech giving up 10.5, same as Bama is to Vandy. Texas Tech's at Houston, 6 o'clock on ESPN. Houston's not that good. Texas Tech can fire. I'm taking Texas Tech.
I'll take the points at home. Give me Houston.
All right, Georgia, 20-point favorites, hosting Kentucky. Georgia's going to come out steaming from that loss last week. Kentucky's a better than average team, I would say, but not a great team. I think Georgia beats them by 4 touchdowns.
Georgia might not score 20 in this. Give me Kentucky.
All right, we're going down. That's not a bad bet, Hobbs. That's not a bad bet. That's not a bad bet. I might switch, but no, I ain't gonna win. All right, let's go. We got 4 more games. South Florida is hosting Charlotte. Charlotte's really bad. They're giving up 27. I think they'll beat them by more than that.
Where's this game at South Florida?
At South Florida.
I'll take those points again.
Take the points again against South Florida. Navy, the midshipmen. They host Air Force. Air Force is 12-point underdogs. Go midshipmen. I'm taking the midshipmen by 3 touchdowns.
Wow. Give me the points.
Taking the points. Syracuse getting 17.5 points at SMU. Syracuse is Jekyll and Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
I would never bet money on trying to guess Syracuse. What Syracuse team is going to show up? Is it the Clemson team or is it the Duke team or is it what? Is it Connecticut or is it, I think it's the Clemson team that shows up. They play better on the road for some reason than in the dome. I'm going to take Syracuse in the points.
I love that bet.
You like that? Syracuse
I love
in the
that
points?
Bet.
Okay.
Yes.
Troy is giving up 2.5, hosting South Alabama. I think Troy is going to take it just because they're at home. These are 2 teams that are okay. In-state rivalry, the big rivalry. I'm taking Troy.
Troy's at home and laying 2.5.
2.5.
Okay, I'll go with Troy as well.
All right. So that's our picks. I want to thank everybody for watching Local Sports Report. Get out there and vote for Escambia
yes.
in the T-Mobile contest. So this whole community can benefit. You can vote every day up to the 24th. Hobbs, thanks for coming on.
Yes. Hey, look, get out to a game. I know last Friday might have been a tough. I listened to the game at the Washington game. So let's get back out there. If you missed a game last week, get back on your job. Go support our kids, especially at the Wahoos on Friday night. This is going to be a great weekend.
Absolutely. The show is brought to you by Sandy Sansing Chevrolet. Thanks for all my great sponsors and Sandy Sansing. Have a great sports night, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.
When it comes to buying your next car, truck, or SUV, you need a team that puts you first. Here at the Sandy Sansing dealerships, we're proud to serve Pensacola and the Gulf Coast with the best selection, trusted service, and deals that work for your family. Just like great coaches build great teams, Sandy Sansing builds lasting relationships with every customer who walks through our doors. Because when it comes to finding your next vehicle, there's only one name to remember. Sandy Sansing can.
Arbitrium Consulting for all your fencing, landscaping, pressure washing, tree trimming needs. Call 850-483-0350 for your free estimates. Serving Pensacola, Gulf Breeze, Navarre, Fort Walton, Destin, Perdido, Gulf Shores, Foley, and the entire Gulf Coast. Arbitrium Consulting is owner-operated, fully licensed and insured. Call today, 850-483-0350, the official landscaper of Coach's Corner.
Hey, Bama fans, this is Will Moore, president of the Pensacola Bama Club. You can find us at PensacolaBamaClub.com. We are your official alumni chapter in the Pensacola and surrounding areas. Membership is available to all alumni and all Bama fans, so come see us at one of our many events throughout the year. Our Bama football watch parties are the next best thing to being in Bryant-Denny Stadium. We even serve authentic stadium hot dogs. Membership, event, and contact information will be found on our website at PensacolaBamaClub.com. Roll Tide.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on your home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is, ta-da, State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent Will Rentschler is your go-to agent in Pensacola, Florida for the service you deserve at the price that you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent Will Rentschler has you covered. Call 850-433-4678 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Legal disclaimer, individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
When it comes to buggies and golf carts, nobody does it like Buggy Works. Hi, I'm JP Wibbs. We've got the largest selection of golf carts on the Gulf Coast. We have a brand new 10,000 square foot state-of-the-art service center and showroom to keep you rolling. We're right here in the heart of Car City at 5831 Pensacola Boulevard. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 3. Check us out at buggyworks.com. Buggy Works. Come by and see why we're the #1 Denago dealer in the nation.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Are you riding around in a filthy vehicle? Dirty car no more. Visit Ronnie's Car Wash today to get it shining in no time. They have 3 convenient locations with another coming soon. The unlimited monthly wash packages start as low as $14.95 per month with free vacuums, multi-purpose spray, and towels. Visit them in Gulf Breeze, Navarre, Fort Walton, and soon Crestview. Don't wait, wash today. Be sure to see Ronnie's Car Wash on Facebook to see the latest specials and discounts. You'll be riding and shining in no time.